Hey guys, it's Vertus here with another gameplay. I'm on my FV-4202 playing on Dead Rail with my good friend Fuego and his M48 Patton. We're on TeamSpeak series, so we communicate that I'm going to go mid-ridge and he's going to go into town. Going mid-ridge on this map is pretty powerful, as in a medium you have pretty good view range and you're able to spot the TDs that might be camping in the back. Now, in this game, the enemy team has 3 TDs, and 2 of them are top tier, so they're really dangerous, and unfortunately, I am able to spot both of them coming from their spawn. The first shot I tried to put into the E3, but unfortunately, I don't know where that shot went. The second shot I was able to put into the Jaeger, and I engaged Adrenaline to get a second shot into him, as I thought it would be worth it. I tried to put another shot into the E3, but I don't know where that shot went. Maybe that E3 has just got magic cloaking devices or something. Anyway, I tried to put a shot into the Patton, but unfortunately I put some lead because I thought he was still going to go forward, but he suddenly stops and my shot misses. After poking off the hill, I get spotted for firing, so I have to move and relocate because I know that E3 will want to put a shot into me. Now, Fuego here is in a world of trouble with an ISA and a T-54. He goes down, and I'm able to put a shot into the ISA, and very soon after, the T-54. Now, Fuego isn't very happy about this, as obviously he just died to 2 tier 9s that completely YOLO rush and tunnel vision him, but I understand. And unfortunately, I'll have to take a loss, and we'll have to continue with the game. Another shot there into the that I tried to put in the E3. That's 3 shots so far. That's fully aimed into a clear side that should have penned, but they missed. Anyway, bad RNG is bad RNG, and I'll just have to deal with that. Our E50 gets ammo racked by the Jaeger, which is really unfortunate. But I get to put a shot with Hesh into the side of the Jag. Now, I noticed that that shot that I took in the side was not from the E3, as the damage was not very high. Now, that was the T-95, and he was in the corner in a bush. Unfortunately, he wasn't spotted when he fired, and I have to relocate because I don't get shot by those 3 TDs. I get to put a shot into the Patton, as he was just tunnel visioned completely in the distance. Now, I wanted to go after this Patton and help this Leopard prototype, but I see that the ISA is coming around the building. I put a quick shot into him, and I try to back up before I take a shot, but unfortunately, the ISA gets pretty lucky and puts a tracking shot into me and doing full damage. The Leopard does a nice job of setting the Patton on fire. Now, the Patton's engaging Adrenaline because he totally has a hard-on for this Leopard prototype right now, but I'm able to put 2 shots in him and finish him off. Now, there's a 1-shot IS-3 over there, so I'm going to go after him because 1 less gun is good for our team. However, there's an E3 that came up the ridge, so I have to go this way now to avoid getting shot because I would have been spotted for the ISA and the T-95, which I don't know where they are at the moment. I was going to go up on the hill, but then I realized by the time that the ISA would get there, I would probably I wouldn't have time to go all the way around the hills. Now, I come around here thinking I would go all the way around the tracks, but I was not expecting the E3 to be right there in position. So I try to go all the way around, but I see that my team is not doing so well on health. So I head back, and I have to help them quickly. I was looking for a shot through the tracks, but I didn't have it, so I have to go all the way around the railroad cars for a shot at these guys. Now, I still don't know where the T-95 is, so I'm playing pretty cautious here, and I see that I have the butt of the E3, but I didn't want to go for him because if this ISA was paying attention, he would have been able to put a shot onto me if I had went after the E3. So right now, I see that the ISA's gun is turned, and I poke in for a quick shot, and the ISA donks a shot. I see the T-95, so I immediately back up behind the building where I was in cover from the 95, and I was able to finish off the ISA with 2 pretty lucky snapshots. Now here, I try to come around the building quickly before I got shot by the E3, and I should not have stopped right there because that causes me to take a hit from the T-95. And I also dunked a shot into the T-54's gun. That could have ended the game for me, but instead I get lucky and the E3 goes after the E75 instead of me. and I was a one-shot for him, so I was really lucky there. Now, the E75 gets killed by the T95, and this gives me the opportunity to get on my little spot there, because if that T95 just went after me, he could have easily killed me, because I was trapped in the corner. But I got lucky, and I didn't die. Now, I was considering coming around the T95 around this building, but then I thought he was in a corner, and I would not have been able to get around him. So I disengage, get unspotted, and I go all the way around through cap to try to put a shot into him. Now, what I'm really hoping here is that his gun is pointed the wrong way, which is not this way. And I make a ballsy move here and rush directly in without waiting to see if his gun was pointed the wrong way or not, because I knew once I get spotted, the T95 would probably have been able to out-traverse the speed between me getting behind him and him getting turned around. Now I get to put 2 shots into him, 1 hash and 1 APCR. One of my APCR shells bounced off his ass, but that's alright. As he was turning around, I was able to put a shot into the into the side, and here is the game-winning moment. I am still spotted here, and I know that he still sees me, so I'm going to go towards the wreck of that IS-8 where I just came out of. Now, after I get unspotted, I turn around and I try to go through cap once more because I know that he'll think I'm still coming around the same way that I had before. Now, there's 20 seconds on the left on the clock, and I don't really want to draw right now, because I know I've had a pretty good game, and I want to finish it with a win and a Top Gun. And I see the T-95 is actually stuck behind the railroad tracks, expecting me to come that way, so I was able to shoot him from other tracks and finish the game off. That was a pretty good game, and that was a mastery in the FV-4202 with a Scout Medal, 6k damage, and 1500 XP. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and more like this to come. Thank you.